بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Welcome to our second lesson in Ahkam Al-Fiq'heya. And tonight we deal with tahara, with cleanliness, and cleanliness is at the height of Islam. Cleanliness is so important that you cannot do your ibadat. Your ibadat is conditional on cleanliness. Your cleanliness, the Nabi ﷺ puts it as half of your iman. Half of your belief, the Nabi ﷺ says, At-tuhur shatrul iman. Another hadith, At-tahara nisful iman. So you can see that if the Nabi ﷺ says that cleanliness is the half of iman, then it means it's the height for everything. Right? It's the height of everything. When we speak about cleanliness, then we speak about whatever ritual impurities and so on must be taken away, and so on. But the ulama says that it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop just the cleaning of najasa or dirt that has come into your body or your clothes or the place where you are going to make salah. They say no, there's no way that it can stop there, and the hadith of the Nabi ﷺ only deals with that. Because tahara includes two things, two categories that are important. And that is that your aqidah is attached to it. And the next thing is that there are certain things that must be implemented. There's amal. So in other words, there's aqidah and there is amal. And in order for that to materialize, aqidah lies where? It lies in the heart. It lies in the heart. And therefore, so that that heart becomes steadfast, so that that heart is going to beam the nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, therefore that heart is part of this hadith and the heart must be pure and clean. The Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam says, ألا إن في الجسد مضغة إذا صلحت صلح الجسد كله وإذا فسدت فسد الجسد كله ألا وهي القلب. In the body is a piece of flesh. When it is pure and clean, the whole body becomes salih. When that flesh is salih and pure and clean, then the whole body will be like that. Limbs, everything will follow. But if that organ is filled with fasad and with wrong and envy and hatred and all of that, then that is what, and then the Nabi says at the end, Allah waliyal qalb. So that is the heart. So the ulama says that first of all, there must be cleanliness in terms of that heart. It mustn't be tarnished in any way. It mustn't be clouded with any sins and wrong and things like that. And the second part of that is al-amal. Is the action that you can do, or the implementation of that by the very limbs that are ordered, that there are certain things that you must do, wajib. And there are certain things that you are prohibited from doing, stay away, that you must stay away. So therefore, there is obedience, and there is being wrong or sinful. And when we speak about the actions of a person, then it means that that limbs is not going to go towards haram. And that is how it becomes half and half of your iman. Al-Imam Al-Azhari speaks about this hadith that we did of the Nabi. He says it's pointless that the hadith can only speak about an outer appearance of cleanliness. This is possible. The hadith can never be confined to that. That it is only a matter of cleaning yourself of ritual impurities and so on, but it includes all manners of obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he then puts tahara into 4 grades. Puts tahara into 4 grades, whereby he says that the first grade of tahara is that it is an appearance cleanliness, and how you appear clean. In other words, from any ritual impurities and najasa, all of these kind of things. That is one type. Second type, or the second grade, is that the limbs is free of any criminality and sin. The third grade, he says, is that the heart is clean and purified when it stands in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from any bad character, any bad morality and anything like that. And number 4, he says that you cleanse your secrets that no one else knows except you and Allah. You and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that, he says, is the daraja of the Anbiya, these 4. In terms of cleanliness. But now let's go to cleanliness. When we speak about cleanliness, we're all familiar with Rafa al-Hadath wal-Khabath, meaning to clean yourself from al-Hadath and al-Khabath. So what is al-Hadath? Hadath is a ritual impurity, for example, that you need wudu and you need a ghusl, right? Or whenever we do, instead of that, when there's no water and things like that. When we speak about khabath, then it is najasa, it is dirt that could be attached to your clothing, to the place that you're going to make salah, or to your body, right? So we are going to speak about those 2, and that is al-hadath wal-khabath. But before we come there, we have to speak about water. And we are not going to we are going to keep this class as simple as possible when we speak, so that we can move through it and understand it very easy. So we're going to speak about the water that you can use for cleanliness. We're going to speak about when we go to the toilet and istinja. We're going to speak about wudu, the fara'id, the fard of wudu, the sunnah of wudu, what breaks wudu, and the ghusl, and the same, what is wajib and sunnah and so on. And then we're going to speak about tayammum. But when we speak about water, remember that all water that comes from the sama, all water that comes from the ground, from the earth, whether that water is sweet or whether it is salty, it is permissible to use as long as 3 things has not happened to it. And these 3 things you remember throughout tahara. Those 3 things is that the taste has not changed, the color of the water has not changed, or the smell. If that 3 things are there, then it's called al-ma al-mutlaq, meaning it's absolute, it's unchanged. And whenever it is unchanged, permissible for you to use. If you go to a river, you pick up the water, you can see there's no color change, there's no smell change, there's no taste change. So water that comes from the sama, water that comes from the earth, is all considered clean as long as the color, taste is the same, the taste is the same, it's not changed, and we say it's not changed, and the smell is not changed. Now, Abi Hurairah, in actual fact, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, وَأَنزَلْنَا مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً طُهُورًا. In Surah Al-Furqan, ayah number 48, Allah ta'ala says, we have sent down water, pure water. Pure water. So when it comes from the sky, it's pure water. Abi Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu, he says, سأل رجل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم فقال, a person asked the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, he said, Ya Rasulullah, inna markab al-bahr, we sail the sea. وَنَحْمِلْ مَعْنَا قَلِيلًا من الماء فإن توضأنا به عطشنا أفنتوضأ بماء البحر. It says we carry a little water with us on the boat. If we are going to take wudu from that water, then we are going to end up thirsty. Can we take wudu from the sea? Then you ask the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam. And this response of the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam will be ila yawm al-qiyamah. The Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam says, هو طهور ماؤه الحل ميتته. That the water is pure and the dead that comes from that sea is also clean for you. When you catch any fish or anything like that, they die before you are going to slaughter them. Right? They come out, they are alive, and they die there on the boat of the fisherman, and you come and you buy them. It's halal for you to eat. So that was the answer of the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam. So now we've got the sea included with that. So the water that is pure water, number one is it is pure within itself, and it is pure in the sense that it can be used to cleanse other things, right? And that is what is called al-ma' al-mutlaq, meaning that it is in its own essence, it is pure, undiluted, it is absolute, it is unchanged. There is difference of ulama in terms of water and big differences, but we're not going to go in there. That's on another level. But we are going to divide this water into 4 categories. And that is water that you can use in your normal daily life as well as ibadat. That's number one. Number 2, water that you can use in ibadat, in your ibadah, for wudu, for ghusl, and so on, but you can't use it in your normal life. That's number 2. Number 3, water that you can use in your normal life, normal daily life, but you can't use it for ibadah. And then the last one is water that you cannot use not in your daily life and not for ibadah. Right? So that is the 4 categories that we're going to deal with. When we speak about the first category, water that is permissible to be used in your daily life as well as ibadah, there is 3 types in terms of this. Right? 3 types in terms of this. The first one is the one that's absolute, unchanged. It is staying in its original, in its color, in its taste, and in its smell. It stayed the same. The second type in this category is when water has been mixed with something but it's considered pure. When water has been considered and it mixed with it but it didn't change the color, it didn't change the taste, it didn't change the smell, that is still permissible. It mixed with something pure, clean. The third one in this category is water that either the color has changed or the taste has changed or the smell has changed, but it has been changed by things that is of a natural nature. Of a natural nature, meaning that you cannot get past it. You cannot prevent anything from happening with that. What do we mean? For example, if the sand blew into water, if there's dust that has come over the water, these are natural things, or there's salt. Natural things that you cannot divorce the water from. If you go to the rivers, you'll see the beds are full of sand. But there's the possibility that sand blows over water and it changes the color, but the sand is clean in itself. Those are the 3 categories. It doesn't. In actual fact, in certain instances where there are streams that are running past industrial complexes, then people will tell you that whatever smell is there, you're going to find it in the water. Again, it's nothing you can do about it. It's not something that you could have protected it and whatever the case may be. So whatever changes causes by natural things, by dust, by sand, or salt, or whatever the case may be, those are still under the category that you can use it in your daily life and you can use it for ibadah. Right? Because the important thing is it's not changed with something unnatural. Number two, we said that there are water that you can use in ibadah, but you can't use it in your normal daily life. Can't use it in your normal daily life. This is water that has been changed or affected by a small amount of najasa, impurity. A small, and it did not change the color. It did not change the taste. It did not change the smell of it. The Sharia allows that water to be used for ibadat, for wudu, and for ghusl, but it does not allow it to be used for cooking, or baking, or anything in that, or drinking, or anything, because a small bit of najasa can affect a person's health. If it falls into the cooking, if it falls into anywhere, and so on. Majority of ulama is in agreement with that and have no objection to that. There's a hadith of Umama, Abi Umama radiallahu anhu, أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إن الماء طهور إلا إن تغير ريحه أو لونه أو طعمه. That the purity of the water will stay pure if it has not been affected, its smell or its color or its taste. So therefore ulama is in agreement that the water will stay in its purity as long as it's not changed any one of them. Some of the ulama says, no, that is not permissible, it changed, you cannot use it for ibadah while there is other water available. But if there's no other water available, then khalas, you can use it. The third category, where we can use the water in our normal life, but you can't use it for ibadah. When we speak about ibadah, we speak about wudu and ghusl and so on, right? That is water that has been mixed by something pure. It changed either the color, or it changed the taste, or it changed the smell, right? What do we mean by that? It means water where you have put in, for example, rose water. Rose water is not najasa. It's not najis. Where you have put in saffron, or anything like that. Let's say the lady is busy with in the kitchen and the flour fell into the water and things like that. Says the ulama, you can use it for your daily life, but you can't use that water for ibadah. Right? But you can use it in your daily life. The Hanafiya, they differ. The Hanafiya, and I give you different opinions because so that none of us become muta'assib, you become extremist in your opinions then. So that we realize that there is other opinions also, and it's not a one opinion thing when we deal with the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So then, the Hanafiya, they differ in that they say that that water that is changed with something tahir, it's still permissible to be used for wudu and ghusl. Why do they say that? Because you see, there was a man on Hajj with the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, and then he fell off from his horse or his camel and he died. And the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam ordered that the ghusl, says the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, irsiluhu bima wa sidr. Now sidr is the lotus tree. So it's an extract from the lotus tree that the Nabi says, take this extract and put it in the water and do his ghusl. And the Hanafiya madhab says that what is used for the dead is also used, the same rule applies for when you are alive. The same rule applies and the same laws applies. That was one dalil that the Hanafiya used. The second dalil that the Hanafiya used was the daughter of the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam. Her name was Zainab radiallahu ta'ala anha. That when she passed on, the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam explained to the women how they must do the ghusl. And said to them, اغسلنها ثلاثا أو خمسا أو أكثر من ذلك. You wash the body 3 times or 5 times or more if it's required. We say that it's not clean yet, but you stay in uneven numbers. Alright? And then the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam says that you add cedar to the water when you wash, or you add kafura, camphor to the water. And when they were finished, the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam gave him his izar, another one that's worn at the bottom of the cloth, and they wrapped it in there. So therefore, on this basis, the Hanafiya says that it's permissible to take wudu and to do a ghusl from that, except that they say that it is not ma'al mutlaq. It is left that terminology because of the mixing of it, and there's been a change in the color. There's been a change in the smell, and there's been a change in the taste. Not bad, mutlaq, but it is something that you can use. Even though there's a change in the loan, time, and the real. But you can use it for wudu, and you can use it for ghusl. We come to the final category, and the final category speaks about water that it is haram to use in your daily life as well as for ibadat. You cannot use it. And that is najasa that has fallen into the water. And it has changed the color, it has changed the smell, or it has changed the taste of it. Right? Says the ulama, as long as the color changes has taken place, the smell change has taken place, the time, the taste smell has taken place, then whether it is a little najasa or not a najasa. But because it has taken that away, it is now not permissible to use in the daily life. And when we say daily life, we mean you can't drink it, you can't cook with it, you can't, bake with it, and so on, because of that najasa that fell into the water. It now becomes haram for you to use it in ghusl or in wudu. So now I have a question for you, and especially the older people. When we were much younger, we did the ghusl out of a bucket. Those of you that can remember. And we use what we call the tachi. So sometimes people would say that if you put your hands into that water, then you can't use it anymore. Or the water has come off from there. You remember that? Right. Now that is not true. If a person that is in a state of junub meaning the husband and wife, they slept together. So the husband and the wife, if they put their hands into the bucket of water that you're going to use for ghusl, it doesn't change the water. What must change? There must be a color change. There must be a smell change. There must be a taste change. The woman that has a haid or nifas, she puts her hand in the water, it doesn't change the water. Because those three things never occur. So therefore, when we speak about a junub person, then we must remember, or the lady that has a haid or in nifas. Nifas is a woman that bleeds after childbirth, right? The amount of days that she bleeds and so on. So why is that? Because they are not najis. They have not become najasa. And the same with the woman that has a haid or the nifas, the limbs did not become najis when it went into the bucket or the container. So let's deal with it. And Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu عنهما, he says, اغتسل بعض أزواج النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم في جفنة فأراد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أن يتوضأ منه فقالت يا رسول الله إني كنت جنبا فقال إن الماء لا يذنب. Hadith of Ahmad rahimahullah. That the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam's wives, that they washed in a bucket, in a container, and then the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam wanted to take wudu from that container. And they said, Ya Rasulullah, I was in the state of junub. So the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam says, the water is not in the state of junub. The water is not in the state of junub. Not only that, Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu narrates the hadith that the Nabi alayhi salam, and I'm going to try and stick to the English because I see we've got a little time left. The Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam meets Abu Hurairah in the road, right? And he jumps up and he runs home. So the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam says to him, Inna kunta ya Aba Hurairah, where were you now? Jump up and you run home, you're back again. And he says, Kuntu junuban fakarihtu an ujalisak wa ana ala ghayr tahara. He says, Ya Rasulullah, I was in a state of junub. And I didn't want to sit in your company and be in a state of junub. Listen to the response of the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam. Says, Subhanallah, innal mu'min la yanjus. A mu'min is never najasa. A mu'min is never najasa. Innal mu'min la yanjus. And so we have other hadith that deals with that. I want to quickly move on and we go to, I wrote this here tonight, this afternoon, just to get attention, and that is the toilet rules. The toilet rules, relieving yourself, called in Arabic, adab qada al-haja. Right? We have in our deen, in our sharia, rules on how you relieve yourself, how to do it, what to do. It shows the akhlaq and adab of a person. When we talk about relieve yourself, we know that we mean when a person has to pee or a person has to popo, there is things that you have to do in terms of that and the place that you are going to. So the deen of Islam then puts certain adab, characteristics, morals in place that needs to be observed. Now there's a lot of it, we need to do some of it. And that is the thing that we find today. The first thing that our deen says is to, when you relieve yourself, if you're going to pee or popo, do it away from the people, Kanala. Look how bad our people have become. They sit in the middle of the road against the fence, whatever. I don't know what I give explanation. But that is the beauty of this deen. When you are out in an open space, then get yourself away from the people. Cover yourself. Obviously, when we are at home, then we are in an enclosed area in the toilet. We are in an enclosed area, we have a door that closes, nobody can see you. Lock the door, and whatever the case may be. So that is fine. But if the person is going to relieve themselves and you're going to be outside, then you need to go out of the sight of people, and we need to raise our mouths in terms of this and blow your hooters in the road in terms of this. Because if it is man ra'a minkum munkaran falyughayyirhu biyadihi fa in lam yastati' fa bilisanihi fa in lam yastati' fa biqalbihi wa dhalika adhaful iman. When you see something detested, change it with your hand. And you cannot change with your hand, say something. And if you cannot say something, make dua in your heart. That's the weakest form of iman. If we are going to leave the world in this kind of mess, in this bad akhlaq and adab, when people pee and popo everywhere in the open and whatever the case may be, then how are they going to learn? They're waiting for the ummah of the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam to teach them, to show them. So you and me, we need to open our mouths and say, this is not right. So, why do you go away, says the ulama? That nobody see you, so they don't hear the sounds of the job. So that they don't hear the sounds of the job that you are making. The ulama write it. And they don't smell the job that was done. Because it's a faraway place. Right? We know that the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam and Jabir ibn Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Jabir ibn Abdullah radiallahu anhu, خرجنا مع النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم في سفر فكان لا يأتي البراز حتى يغيب فلا يرى. That when we travel with the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam and wanted to relieve himself, then he would leave and we can't even see where he is anymore. We can't even see where the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam is anymore. And that is how Islam teaches us. And that is that we are concealed, nobody sees us, and so on. So the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam says, Man atta al-gha'it, if you want to go and relieve yourself, فَلْيَسْتَتِرْ, protect yourself, conceal yourself, don't let people look at your private parts, hide it away. فَإِنْ لَمْ يَجِدْ إِلَّا أَنْ يَجْمَ كَثِيبًا مِنْ رَمَوْ فَلْيَسْتَدْبِرُهُ. If you can't find anything, then take something and build something over there. In this case, says, take a heap of sand and sit behind the sand and hide yourself away. And that is how you relieve yourself. فَإِنَّ شَيَاطِينَ يَلْعَبْ بِمَقَاعِدْ بَنِي آدَمَ. Because shaitan comes there and he messes with your mind at that time when you're outside. When you relieve yourself outside, shaitan comes and he messes with your mind. مَنْ فَعْلَ فَقَدْ أَحْسَنَ. If you can do that, then you've done good. But if you cannot, وَمَنْ لَا فَلَا حَرَجْ, then khalas, you couldn't do anything about it. Then, Jama'at Muslimin, if we want to go to the toilet, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubathi wal-khaba'ith. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's a hadith of the Nabi, إِذَا أَرَادَ أَنْ يَدْخُلَ الْخَلَاءَ فَقُلْ قَالَ اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الخبث والخبائث. Khabath is the male shayateen, and khaba'ith is inatable, is the female shayateen. Because when you are outside, now the ulama is very specific. They say that you are more approached by shayateen when you relieve yourself outside, but rarely in the house because you close the door. Shaykh says, don't tell the children every time the shaitan is in the toilet, because shaitan is not always in the toilet. Right, so therefore, when we go to the toilet, then we go in with our right foot and come out with the left foot, right? I'm checking to see if you're sleeping or what. We go in with our, I wonder if the viewers that is going to watch this, if they were sleeping or those listening on Mixlr, I hope they said, no, Sheikh, it's in with the left foot and out with the right foot. Because the left foot is going to a place of najasa, and the right foot is the one that you're going out to a walk clean in the first place. Because that is what the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam had done. And we do not take things with us that has anything dini on it. We don't take anything with a ring that is La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, or a necklace that has something inscripted like that, or dhikrullah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or a kitab with dhikr in, or a Quran, or anything like that. Nothing like that we take in the toilet. But the ulama says that you are forgiven if you're in a situation where you cannot do anything about it. Let's say you go to a mall. And you must go to the toilet, but you've got this dhikr book in your pocket, or a bracelet, or a gold ring, or what? Okay, not gold ring. It's very common gold. But whenever, if it's something valuable, then there's nothing you could do about it. So therefore, that would be permissible because you couldn't do anything. But when you're at home, there's nothing that you can take into the toilet. I can tell you, I went into the toilet once of people's house and I found their holy book laying on the toilet bowl. So the sister laying there. And I'm thinking, Ya Allah, how do you manage to have a conscience? How can you do that? But khalas, that is that. Then also, I want to quickly cover the other parts. Ya Allah, we're not going to get finished. No talking in the toilet, please. Salam Muhammad, it's a career pain with the colossal for you. Yeah, I'm going to carry in the toilet, it's great. Or whatever the case may be, we should not be talking in the toilet. No talking in the toilet, and obviously no dhikr, and no singing in the toilet. Some Ahmadiyya, they sing their famous songs in the toilet. No singing, no talking, no nothing. The Nabi ﷺ was greeted by Sahabi, didn't respond to him because he was relieving himself. When he was finished and came to take wudu, then only responded to the person. So there's no talking in the toilet, there's no responding in the toilet, and if you sneeze, you say Alhamdulillah in your heart. Right? And there's no dhikr in the toilet, and so on. I want to just quickly touch on this, and then we're going to end, inshallah. And that is, I was always impressed with this, and that is why you must allow me this before. When we are finished with the toilet and we come out, what do we say? Alhamdulillah alladhi adhaba anni al-adha wa afani. That is extremely important, everybody. What is it? Or you can just say ghufranak when you come out of the toilet also. Both hadith from the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam. You can't remember the one, say ghufranak, it's quick. Right? Alhamdulillah alladhi adhaba anni al-adha wa afani. What does that mean? It means that I praise Allah Ta'ala who has kept harm from me. Adhaba anni al-adha wa afani, and has given me my health. Now I want to tell you a story, and I want to end up with this. I spoke to an auntie that I respect very much, Auntie Hajra. And Auntie Hajra told me that her daughter was laying unconscious in the hospital. They couldn't figure out anything about her. And then a friend of the family, a professor, Shaheen, came, and she inspected, she's an expert doctor, inspected and whatever, and then she told the doctors, right, do this, do that, do that, do that, in order to help this woman. When they got to the car, Auntie Hajra asked her, so why did you tell them? She said, I told them this woman has not had any stools, there's no bowel movement. They must give her something so that there's bowel movement. And after she's done that, the woman became better. She was unconscious. So can you see how Allah Ta'ala saves us with that toilet action that we do? Because if that were to stay in your body, it will harm you. It will cause serious problems. So we put up our hands and we say, Alhamdulillah, Allah has guided us. Allah has guided us. Jamaat Muslimin, is there any questions from anybody? The explanation was good. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wa akhir da'wana alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal 'asr. Innal insana lafi khusr illa alladhina amanu